It's Howard. This is like the school. Period.
How's everyone?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's your classification?
Like, what grade are y'all in?
Yeah.
I'm a junior. I'm a junior.
A junior.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get started with the presentation. Just one moment. Shall I share my screen? Okay. I'm trying to share it. It won't let me.
Okay, here, let me see what I can do on my side real quick.
Okay. I thought I was the host.
Here we go. I just changed it to multiple can share at a time, so you should be able to share now.
Yeah, I got it.
Perfect. Sorry about that.
All right, that's okay. All right, so you guys, my name is Ashlyn Baker. As you all know, I attended Jemison. I graduated from Jemison High School in 2017. I did my first 2 years at Chattanooga State, where I received my Associate of Science degree. I also played basketball as well. I earned a basketball scholarship coming out of high school. I'm now a junior at Howard University. I'm majoring in human performance with a minor in chemistry. And my career goal is to become an orthopedic surgeon. Right now, I am preparing to take the MECCA, hopefully sometime next year. So, yeah. All right. All right, so right here, I just want to play a little game with you guys to break the ice. It's just HBCU edition, things to know. So, some of my things to know, is attending HBCU, will be the yard. When people say the yard or whatever, it's the typical meetup spot where people meet up, have lunch, hang out with friends, or maybe a party on the yard. Who knows? As well as you can't go to the CAF without your friends. So that's rule number one as well. They will get mad at you if you told them you ate without them. So try not to go to the CAF without your friends. Another one would be, don't get your homecoming outfits at the last minute. Especially if you go to a big HBCU like Howard. The mail-in service is kind of slow, so you kind of want to make sure you get your homecoming outfit at least 2 weeks in advance. And for every class, there's typically a group meet. So students tend to make group meets just so they communicate in the group meet about classes, assignments, or if they need any help or anything. And last but not least, it's always work before parties. I know you all are going to go to parties, but make sure you get your work first before you go to a party. 1 year, we had Drake at our homecoming. I wasn't there, unfortunately, but I heard it was pretty lit. So last year was my first year there, and we had the baby, Sweetie, and some more artists there. It was pretty fun for my first time. Very crowded. I also want to get you guys, opinion. What do you think are some things to know at a HBCU? Anyone can answer.
I would probably want to know if there's like an area where you're allowed to walk versus areas where you're not allowed to walk.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so with HBCUs, we have sororities and fraternities. So at Howard, I don't know if they do it at all HBCUs, but I know at Howard, we have our own, they have their own trees. So you can't, trees and benches. So you can't sit on their benches. You can't stand or walk near the trees, because that is their own sacred tradition and their own sacred spot. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay. A little bit about Howard is that it is a large out-of-state private HBCU. It is one of the top HBCU, actually, compared to Spelman. Spelman, it's debatable whether we or Howard or Spelman is number one. So it is located in Washington, D.C. It's about the drive. I know I drove to moving my stuff last year. It was about 13 hours, so that was pretty far drive. The median scores for admission is 25 on ACT and a 3.6 GPA. 2018 and 2019, the tuition was about $24,966 per semester. When I transferred from Chattanooga State in 2019, I always wanted to go to Howard. I applied to Howard coming out of high school, but I got rejected. So I wanted to apply again after I was done at Chattanooga State. And so I did. I got in. But the only thing I had a problem was with my credits. All my credits didn't transfer. So right now I'm supposed to be a senior, but I'm a junior. I'm classified as a junior right now, which that was pretty tough when they told me that. But, you know, I think everything happens for a reason. So, I mean, I didn't let that discourage me. So I just kept working on my grades, improving my grades and that. And my GPA coming from Chattanooga State was 3.6. So that kind of helped me a lot too, as well as getting in. Living in DC, it's a very fast-paced area. It's very different from down south here in Alabama. You know, there's a lot of different cultures in DC. You know, you got people from Haiti, the Caribbeans, California, East Coast, West Coast, and all those areas. So it's a very diverse city, fast-paced. There's a lot of areas. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of restaurants that they all have their own cultures. You know, you can go down one street, you have your Ethiopian restaurants. You can go down another street, you have your Peruvian restaurants. So there's tons of stuff for you to eat, tons of stuff for you to see, the museums, the monuments, and all that stuff. But it's a pretty cool area, and you're only about 15 minutes away from Baltimore, 15 minutes away from Virginia, depending on how far you go, and about 3 hours from New York too. Yeah, any questions so far?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
So socially, could you tell like a difference between people down here and like in the north, and was it hard for you to adapt?
Yes, I did. I feel like people down here, you know, we're more, you know, we have more Southern hospitality, and I also feel like, you know, up north they're kind of you know, what can I say? They're more fast paced. You know, we're kind of slow paced. We're kind of like tend to, what is the word? They're more.
I feel like people in the South tend to.
Yeah. Were you saying something? What?
Oh, it seems like people up north, they talk faster, they walk faster, and they live a little.
More energized, I feel. Yeah, I guess that's the word. Yeah. Yeah, but it's also a mix of cultures. So I wouldn't really say it's just an up north thing, but because we have people coming from California and all over the world, so I wouldn't really say it's more so of a North thing, but I would definitely say like people that go to Howard, I guess, are more like energized, you know, they know, yeah, just they're more energized or whatever, but they're pretty cool to get along with though, once you get to know them. Any more questions? Any more questions? No. Okay, so now, oh, sorry.
Has anybody in here ever been to Washington, D.C.? Or do you guys have questions about living around D.C.?
How is it like in DC? Like, is it very different than Alabama? Or how would you explain the living from DC?
Okay, so like coming from, you know, here to going to DC, the houses are really close connected, you know. It's it's a fast-paced area. It's a lot of traffic. It'll take you about 20 minutes to get to one part of the area, like from Johnson to Jemison. It'll take you about at least 10 minutes to get there in DC. That's a comparison. That's how I can compare it though. But DC is like, I think that not gonna lie, like the air is more they have better air quality, kind of, sort of. And like you can tell the difference between DC environment and the Alabama environment. The people, I mean, they're pretty cool. I mean, they're different, of course, from down south. You know, their hospitality isn't, you know, they don't just go around saying, hey, how are you doing, just to anybody. You know, down south, we'll do that to anybody, and we'll be friends with them in a matter of 5 minutes, just having a conversation. But I mean, we have some cool people though on campus though. A lot of entrepreneurs on campus already that have their own businesses. They're pretty successful too. A lot of Nick Cannon had classes there last year. I seen him coming out of one of my classes. So that was pretty exciting to see. I didn't try to talk to him or anything because I wanted him to feel like a student, but that was pretty cool. And yeah, that's just about it though. Anything else?
Ashlyn, what made you transfer?
I transferred because I was finished at Chattanooga State. I had got my associate's degree. Anything else? All right.
No.
Okay. So there's no more questions. I will begin the tour. I know it kind of sucks because you don't get the actual experience, but you know, I'll try to stop the person that's going to be giving the tour at any moment or whatever. And if y'all have any questions, just ask me as well.
Welcome to Howard University, the Mecca. Established in 1867 in the nation's capital, Howard University is ranked as one of the top 100 research institutions in the country. Home to the mighty Bison, there are more than 9,000 undergraduate, graduate, and professional students. The university boasts 120 areas of study across 13 schools and colleges and is renowned for providing an exceptional educational experience in health sciences, business and communications, fine arts, law, engineering and architecture, among others. Birthed during an era of educational disparity, Howard has many groundbreaking firsts and continues to develop solutions that impact the African diaspora. Through traditional and innovative academic programs, the university remains a beacon of light for social justice. Howard's motto holds very true today: excellence in truth and service. Before we get started, let me explain the many ways you can explore our beautiful space.
All right, so right here is the entrance of going to the yard. Can you all see? Right. You all can see the spring, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, right here is the yard. So I like to hang out on the yard. Typically there's a lot of students, especially in the springtime. And once classes start, over that's just a cool view of the yard. You have activities, especially during freshman week. Freshman week is pretty good too. Yeah, right here, this big building right here is Founders. That's the library. That's where I love to study there at Founders. It's just like the architecture and just the culture in the building. I just love it. So I typically study there. And right here is Carnegie, the Carnegie building. Right here is where the advisors for arts and science, they're located in here, as well as they also have events too. So my advisors will be in here on the top floor. They don't really use it for much except for advising or events. So yeah. Okay. Right here, like I said, this is Founders. Can't really give the full view of it, but yeah, this is Founders, the library. It has four stories, so you can study on each floor as well. There's also a study area in this area as well. Yeah, so next would be Blackburn. This is where we have the First Fridays. So First Fridays are where it typically starts in October, I want to say. They give students a chance to get settled in and get aware of the campus and stuff like that. So First Fridays, we dress up. Every First Friday, they have an event in there. It's different themes every First Friday. There's typically always good food in there, and this actually is just one of our cafeterias as well. We also have another one called Annex. So this is I prefer. Well, I lived in Annex building, so I just went to Annex all the time. But this cafeteria has the best food to me. They have a more diverse option. And we have restaurants as well called Punch Out. That's really good. What else is in there? A pasta station. You can order food from a food truck. A food truck is typically right here. They have burgers and wings and stuff. Let's go to the next one. This is called Children's Hall. This is a theater, and a lot of art majors and theater majors have all their classes in here. They typically have a lot of their musicals and plays and stuff held in this building. I'll let them give you some more history about this building.
Since Howard's inception, the arts have been celebrated as a form of cultural, political, and personal expression. Home to the Department of Fine Arts and the Howard University Gallery of Art, Lulu Vera Childers Hall is named after the influential faculty member who once served as a director of music from 1905 to 1942. Childers and early faculty helped to shape the division into what it is today, a network of highly competitive programs, boasting a strong track record of cultivating careers in the arts, from musicians to dancers to graphic artists. Established in 1928, the Gallery of Art showcases an extensive collection of works from across the world with regularly revolving exhibitions.
All right, so this is where, I don't know if y'all seen the picture of Chadwick Boseman. He actually took when he came back, he took his picture right here in front of the art building. This is where he first started off. Taraji P. Henson, and, other many talented actors started off here at in Childress Hall. Are there any students that are interested in, acting, film directing, or anything related?
Looks like you've got Amina raising her hand.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, and they typically have a lot of celebrities that come back all the time and talk with the art majors and things.
How often is it that y'all have like student directed plays, if you know?
Well, I think we had only one the semester I was there, because of COVID. I didn't finish this last semester at Howard. We had to go back home, but I know we had one student-led play. Yeah, right here is the just the front part of the theater, the Aldridge Theater. They typically have this is typically where the plays are held in here, and plays, musicals and all that. This is Crampton Auditorium. This is where you will have your orientation, your freshman orientation. This is where any big event really, the homecoming fashion fashion show, movie screenings. I know they had they screened Black Panther the year before I got there. It was another movie. I think it was 12 Bridges. I think they screened that here too. The year I came, and they also screened when the election when Obama was running for president. They screened that too here in the Crampton Auditorium. So they held a lot of events here. It's pretty big. I mean, it fits everyone in there. So yeah. A lot of people meet up here at Crampton Auditorium and just around this area too as well. Oh, and also like political peoples. Who came last year? I forgot his name, but yeah, he came last year and spoke. This is where we have here are some pictures. Okay, yeah, so this is the inside. Great. This is the inside of the auditorium. So just about every event is held in here. It's pretty big. The fashion show was pretty nice last year. I loved it. And the good thing about the fashion show is that the students design their own clothing brand, and they get to wear, I think I want to say Fendi or some other clothing brand gave the students the opportunity to wear their clothing as well and also design the clothing. So yeah, they got to present that as well in the fashion show. And this is the football field. It's pretty nice. Football field, soccer field, track, lacrosse, all those sports play out here. Right across the way is Drew Hall. That's all freshmen, all boys dorm. I'll let them say something about this.
Green Stadium is the home of Bison football, soccer, and lacrosse, where fans pack 10,000 seats to cheer our teams to victory. Bison Athletics offers 21 NCAA Division I teams. Its primary membership is in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, MEAC, plus additional affiliations with 4 other conferences. Our student athletes pursue excellence in the classroom, on the field of play, and in the community. As a premier academic institution, we are consistently recognized for the high graduation success rate of our athletes. The Howard University Department of Athletics seeks to attract and cultivate student athletes who reflect Howard's core mission to develop leaders who will change the world.
All right, so here are a couple pictures. And this is inside Burr Gymnasium. I thought they were gonna show more pictures though. Okay, maybe not. Here's some of the football guys, soccer, track. All right. And so this right here, this building right here is Burr Gymnasium. This is where we had our step show, and also that Terrence J. Howard, that Terrence J. Hosted. He was also the host of the BT for along a period. The basketball games are held in here as well, and other events that can't be held in Crampton are held in the gymnasium. I know when you have your freshman orientation, the acceptance day, sorry, it's called acceptance day for the freshmen. They have an event in here, and it's pretty. They try to give you a taste of Howard in here. The dance, the band, all of those people come and show out for you all to give you a little taste of Howard. And I think last year on acceptance day, Anthony Anderson came and spoke in the Burr building to the accepted students. This is the School of Business. People like to say this is the best school on campus. I guess you can say that. They typically dress up every Thursday, I think. I think it's a requirement that you have to dress up every Thursday with business attire and present. I'll let them give a little more information about it.
With dynamic academic departments, esteemed faculty, and award-winning programs, the experience of students in the School of Business at Howard is a global experience that extends beyond the classroom. Ranked as one of the top business programs in the nation, it offers in-depth classroom instruction, real-world experience, expert speakers, access to global industry leaders, and a commitment to research and publication. Students have the option to take advantage of free consulting workshops at the Small Business Development Center, pursue graduate work in one of the top-ranked MBA programs, or gain work experience and training as international business consultants in other countries through the Global Trilateral Certificate Program. There's one.
And also, I know a lot of people, they actually started their businesses on campus because of School of Business. I know we have Legacy History Pride. It's a clothing brand that celebrates all HBCUs. They make clothing for all HBCUs. It's a really big clothing brand. They actually had Chris Paul. Chris Paul actually wears some of their stuff. So it's a really big clothing brand that actually started on campus, and he's now a senior at Howard. Here goes some pictures. I've never actually been in this building before. But I know they have a lot of entrepreneurs come in and talk to the students, and also students can give their business pitch as well to them. Yeah, so that's it.
Home to some of the most rigorous academic programs offered at Howard University, the Mackey Architecture Building is headquarters for the many disciplines of the College of Engineering and Architecture. The college boasts an impressive selection of undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs, including the 5-year Master of Architecture professional degree. Students here are engaged in large-scale interdisciplinary research in areas such as environmental and water quality, sustainable architecture, and cybersecurity. They also have access to a variety of research centers and labs, including the Howard University Transportation Research Center and the Software Engineering Laboratory.
I've never been in this building either, but there's a lot of students who major in engineering and architecture. Some of like the students' work and stuff. And right here, this is called the Valley. Typically, this is another meetup spot. You know, somebody said, let's meet up in the Valley. This is typically where they'll be. It holds majority of all the science classes, such as the chemistry building, the biology building. The engineering building is also in this the Valley as well. Your physics classes will be in the Valley. Just majority of all your science classes will be here in the Valley.
Lower Quadrangle, better known as the Valley, is a beautiful green open lawn area surrounded by various science buildings, including biology, chemistry, physics, and pharmacy. If you're taking an introductory science class, you may visit the lower quad frequently for class and lab. In the warm months, the energy is even more vibrant in the Valley, where you will find students taking a break from classes or talking to friends. With Howard being the birthplace for 5 of the Divine 9 Greek letter organizations, the Valley also features landmarks dedicated to those organizations, which includes Alpha Kappa Alpha, Omega Psi Phi, Delta Sigma Theta, Phi Beta Sigma, and Zeta Phi Beta.
And here are majority of my classes are over here, as you all may know. Some more pictures. Also, I want to let you guys know as well, if you do decide to pledge, it has to be held under discretion, if you all didn't know. Meaning that you can't tell anybody what you're trying to pledge or when you're pledging. This is College Hall South. This is a newly renovated dormitory. It's pretty nice inside. The only thing is that they don't have their own kitchen and what else? And also they share rooms as well. So this is typically the freshman dorms and the sophomore dorms. This is another place I like to study. It's the Health Science Library, Louis Stokes Health Science Library. It's a newer library compared to Founders, of course. They also hold events, science events. Basically science event. A lot of med students come over here and study as well. and pharmacy students. So I'll let them tell a little bit more about this building.
The Lewis Stokes Health Sciences Library provides students and faculty with a state-of-the-art library that includes individual study areas, common spaces for collaboration, as well as meeting and conference rooms, fully equipped to stream presentations and discussions. The variety of spaces throughout the library were designed to accommodate every need, foster collaboration, and enhance the learning experience. While available to all students, the Lewis Stokes Library is a premier information resource for medical, dental, pharmacy, nursing, and allied health science students. The library is affiliated with the Medical Library Association, the Association of Academic Health Sciences Libraries. It offers assets, including 6,056 electronic journals, 89
a really, really nice library that I like to come to if I'm being lazy and don't want to walk all the way up to Founders, because my dormitory is like right across the street from this building. This is the interdisciplinary research building. This is where a lot of students, especially grad students at the most, come and do their research. And I think the NIH comes here too and study as well in this building. This here.
The 81,000 square feet interdisciplinary research building, known as the IRB, is home to Howard's core science and research facilities. The state-of-the-art facility houses interdisciplinary research conducted by teams that comprises scientists, engineers, and biomedical researchers from various departments. Any given day, you can find teams working on biomedical imaging, computational biology, informatics, nanotechnology, and stem cell cancer studies, to name a few. The IRB is where 21st century academic research comes to life.
Yeah, I only been in this building once. That's about it. I mean, it's a pretty nice building. Yeah, and over here,
The Howard University.
over here is this is the bookstore. It's right next to that building I just showed you all. It has all of your Howard apparel and books. This is where you'll come get your school books as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice. They have a pretty nice selection of Howard apparel. I've actually bought a sweater out of here. So like upstairs where you will find your school books and any other books that you would like to read as well. And also Howard gives you a book voucher it comes from your financial aid. So you just request how much money that you want to use of your book voucher, or if you want to use all of it, you can get that. It'll be on your Bison card, and you'll swipe your Bison card and take it upstairs and check out your books and use that card to purchase with. So you won't have to use your own money. And this is the
How much do you, I'm sorry, how much do you get for books?
So it's based off financial aid. So I think I got like, I want to say last semester, I got like 900, but it's really based off your financial aid though. Yeah, last year I got like 900 and I didn't even use all of that because really you don't need all of those books. So I would just wait till like a weekend, of classes and just see what books you would need because you really don't need all of those books because typically you won't even use it. And typically you can find a book online as well. So.
Do you have to pay that money back or is it just a part of your financial aid?
Yeah, no, it's just a part of your financial aid. So then after that, whatever money you didn't spend from that, it'll go back on your refund check that they'll be giving to you. In October, I guess that's when they typically come out. Yeah, so this is just the iLab. A lot of people come here. This is another study area, basically. And also, if like your bison card, fixed, and just a lot of confusion where if you can't use the one in your dormitory, you can come here. Can you all hear me? So yeah, you're just come here. You can typically there's always a computer available, and also they also have rooms where you can study too in a group session. And this is Towers right here, where everyone wants to live. I was going to actually live here this school year, but coronavirus. So this is one of the best. This is like the Upperclassmen Dorms. One of the best to me. This is one of the best dorms. They have an east and west part. I don't think you can really see the west part, but it's the same setup. They just split the buildings up, allow more people in them. The benefits of this is that you can get room for one. You might have to share it, like the whole room, but you get your own room. You have to probably share your suite. You get your own kitchen. What else? Your own kitchen. Typically the athletes stay here for the most part, or they'll stay in the boys will stay in Drew, which is closer to the football basketball arena. So yeah. And that is pretty much, and also they also have their own C-store as well. Towers and Annex are the only two dormitories that have their own C-store in the actual dormitory. And they actually just built a Whole Foods down the street. It's probably not here, I'm pretty sure. But they actually just built the Whole Foods down the street too from Tower. So yeah. And there are some pictures on the inside actually. Well, virtual tour. Does anyone have any questions or anything? Oh, here goes the picture.
There were a couple of questions in the chat. It looks like, so where is like your favorite place on campus to study?
My favorite place is Founders. Founders, it's not like the quietest, but I just like the though and the environment and then just the architecture of the place. So yeah, my favorite place to study is Founders. Or my second place would be oh man, what is it called? The Lewis Health Science Library. Sorry, I forgot. I went blank. But yeah, so that would be my next go-to. Let's see how I can get back to.
Also, one of the students was requesting an email address to be able to contact you.
Okay, yeah.
If they have any questions. Do you mind typing that in the chat?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize you all were putting stuff in the chat. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. They're no big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all my school email. I'm gonna send in the chat. Amina, what were you talking about? Is that a classroom?
It was like this big old space in the I think it was like the health science building. No, it was the architecture building. And it had like a bunch of chairs all over the place next to like some I don't know, but like it was just huge. And I'm like, I know that's not a classroom, but it looked like a classroom. We had like 4 projectors and stuff.
It probably was where they present, like have people come in and present their project and stuff. My favorite thing to do on campus, I would say, I like to go in the yard though, just to see what's going on. And then like I like to go to the games as well, the basketball games and football games. Even though the football team isn't really that good, but I really like to go to the games and just get that culture, get surrounded by different people and stuff. Are there any more anything? No more questions?
What
Ashlyn,
made you Howard? Out of like all the things you could have gone to, what really sang true about Howard to you?
I really like Howard. Okay, let's see. I really like Howard because, you know, when I first went and when I went with CAP&GOWN, you know, it just really stood out to me. Like the environment was so different. It was just a different atmosphere from Alabama, and I just wanted something different as well. And I just knew Howard was the MECCA, the HBCU. So I was like, let me try to get into this school so I can, you know, tell my children that I went to Howard, you know. So that was just one of the biggest things. Any more questions?
that was kind of my question. I was gonna like ask you, did you not get discouraged when they kind of told you the first time like you can't go? Because I know when I was waitlisted, I was mad. Like I'm like, what y'all mean? They never like texted me back or emailed me. So I was like, what's the hold up?
No, it was just like, I mean, because I had already got my associate's degree and I had gotten accepted to Memphis University. So that was my backup choice, going to Memphis. But it was like, let me try, you know, I might as well try, you know, I don't have a college to go to. So I just thought about Howard. I said, let me, you know, they accepted me. I was just shocked. The email just stopped. I was like, man, I called my mom, I called my dad. It was like, stop playing. But yeah, it was like big news for real though.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Are there any more questions?
All right, y'all, let's give Ashlyn a huge thank you for showing you one of the best colleges out there. Come over the mic and give her a thank you.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.
Problem. I wish I could have gave y'all a tour in person, but you know, hopefully we can do one next year, so, or in the spring sometime, hopefully.
That would be great. We sure do appreciate you though. And
yeah, if y'all have any questions, y'all can just let me know. I mean, reach me in my email. I'm more than welcome to answer any questions.
Are you actually on campus right now, or is everything virtual?
Everything is virtual. No one's allowed on campus right now, except for like athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they said if they're going to open back up soon, or any plans?
I don't know. I want to go back in the spring, but I don't know since we're located in a major city, so I don't know how that.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah. But
Well,
y'all,
thanks again, Ashlyn.
I wish y'all all the best of luck. Just continue to do good in school, and are all of y'all are seniors? Are y'all seniors? Or Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, just you know, once you choose a school, I mean, just choose wisely. You know, I think a school will become home to you. It might not become home to you like the first year, the first semester, or whatever, but you'll get used to it. I promise. And just push through. All right. All right. I'll
Thank you, Ash.
Thanks, Ashlyn.
you was on here, Amina.
I mean,
I've been here for a minute.
All right. I'll see y'all.
Bye.
bye. Bye, Mina.